holy angels that tell you the truth. So those who don't want to get raped, those who are ashamed to speak His word, who are afraid, give me woe to be to the fearful hearts. What? 7th chapter.
I believe yep, this is Ecclesiasticus 2 and 12. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
These scriptures are plain, okay? It says woe, which means destruction, okay? Meaning if you fall away from serving the Lord, you got a fearful heart, you call you destroyed, man. Okay, that's why the elders always exemplify emphasizing being on fire. Trying to be a vessel fit for use.
It says, verse 14, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord will not disobey His word, and they that love Him will keep His ways. Commandments.
Let's get down to 2,000 on that side. Which less than I know. We get down 2,000. Alright. Camera's on the right side. Okay. Left side.
Gotcha. I got 12-10.
Can you hold it like this a little bit?
So they're not as much on the hand.
Gotcha.
2 Maccabees 7 and 14. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men to look for hope from the Most High to be raised up again by Him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
So these men knew that they basically had to put themselves on the line for Yahweh by shot. They had to be punished for their sins that they committed. They understood that, okay? Give me Hebrews 10, Hebrews 11 and 45. This is basically going into the Maccabees, okay? During the time of the Maccabees, okay?
Hebrews 11 and 35. Women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, yea, moreover, of bonds and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were shorn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in the sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, tormented, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth. And these all, having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. The Most High, having provided some better things for us, that they without us should not be made perfect.
So these men and women, they're going to basically this period, they're going to basically see the promise. You see that word. That's all they're getting the word.
And they really went across the street.
Yeah, right. This is like the ones in Jericho, you're going to go around the city.
Romans 12. Not presenting the body of the sacrifice. This is Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Start from the top again. Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High.
So we are sacrificing the Most High. We put ourselves up, or gave ourselves up to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, okay? So we are living sacrifice.
which is your reasonable service.
And the word holy means basically separated from God's use. So we can go back into our lesson. Get Colossians 3 chapter. Yeah, but keep going on that.
Yeah. It says, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So, the key there was what? To be renewed and transformed. The only way you could basically be renewed is to study these scriptures, man. And rehearse the righteous acts. That's the way you become renewed and gaining experience on how to deal with your people here on the highways and byways, man. And deal with these demons, these other nations. The Lord raised up a prophet unto all nations. So sometimes we got to condemn, other times we got to teach, sometimes we got to rebuke. Other times you might meet somebody who actually might know something. But we really haven't seen that. They might know that they're an Israelite, but that's about as far as it goes. So basically, you got to filter these scriptures, man. You got to gain experience. With all the wisdom that you got to get the understanding. So that takes what? That takes time and dedication. It takes discipline. And it's a continual thing,
St. John, verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Yeah, so that's what we're out here to do. Is the word sanctify means to purify, or to separate the godly from the profane. We're out here trying to separate the elect of the nation of Israel from the profane, through the truth, the word how about Shema how shine.
Back to the point of what the brother was saying, letting out their lives. I'll hold that for early. Integrity scriptures. We said 19.
Read this. This is Ecclesiastes 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
So like coming into the truth, we know that we're gonna have temptations and trials and tribulations. We gotta endure it to the end, no matter what. Don't end up like the guy that came up here talking he was in the truth for 20 years and all this, and he shaved his beard off and shave his head bald and all this type of stuff. That's not what you want to do. That's not showing integrity. And as Israelite men, that's what we're trying to do, is show integrity until Yahweh Shai comes here and redeems us.
Psalms 119:9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed, therefore, according to thy word. With my whole heart have I sought thee. O let me not wander from thy commandments.
Yeah, so when you come into this truth, that's what we want to do, is strive to rehearse the righteous acts and do good according to the Most High. When we first come into this, and not depart from the faith.
First Peter 3 verse 14 says, but if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled.
Yeah, just like another precept says, blessed is he that is persecuted for righteousness' sake. Like it's we can't look look at it as a bad thing because everything they did to Yahushua to persecute him, they're doing the same thing to us. And we know that by us ignoring all these afflictions, the benefits, the kingdom that we're going to get in return.
And to be delivered, to be delivered out of the summer of the destruction.
This is 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail.
Yeah, so we're supposed to be striving, unto death and hard for the truth. And if you do that, you won't. How can you fall? Making, studying, coming to camp diligently, making studio shows, rehearsing the righteous acts, doing everything you're supposed to do. How can you fall?
Psalms 27 verse 14. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Wait on the Lord, and he strengthens us, and builds us up when we come into the truth. First the righteous acts, keep the commandments, study, learn more, grow.
Third chapter. You got it. Right.
Colossians 3 verse 2. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth.
Yeah, so we're not supposed to be, looking to gain the world and sell out and get money, power, respect. We're supposed to be trying to seek, the spiritual things, seek the kingdom. Seek the kingdom first. That's supposed to be our mantra or mentality.
It says, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahushua in the Most High. And Yahushua, who is our life, shall appear, then shall you also appear with him in glory.
Yes, so we're going to receive glory in our kingdom. Like right now, we're not glorious. We're like at the bottom of the tool.
Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience, in which he also walked some time when he lived in
this
them.
goes down to 2000.
But now you also
It said what? At one point you what?
for which things sake the wrath, in the which he also walked sometime when he lived in them.
Right, so that was basically a representation of us being in the world. Alright? We had worldly lusts. We thought like the world thinks. But we heard the word. And what faith comes through what? Through hearing. So basically that's a demonstration of your faith. Once you hear the word, you don't only just hear it, but you become a doer. Alright? And that's based upon what the scriptures say. You gotta keep the faith, but you gotta actually do something to show that you're being faithful. The brother was mentioning some of those things, which is what? Rehearsing the righteous acts. That's a big one. A lot of people still believe that you can do whatever you want, but you can't. Do we make the law void through faith? God forbid. No. We don't make the law void. We gotta rehearse these things. First of all, the kingdom to come is about what? Righteousness. What is righteousness based on? The law. But we can't keep the law to the letter, obviously. So the Lord gave us what? A grace period. That's where faith comes into play. Because even though, for example, if I had to work on the Sabbath, I know that it's wrong. Number one, I acknowledge that I'm at fault. I ask for forgiveness. Right? But we're under Esau right now. He's in control of the world. You don't work, you don't make money. If you don't make money, you get kicked out in the street. You can't support the camp, so on and so forth. So obviously we can't keep the law to the letter, but we do it literally what's in our ability.